Hi Bruno,
Hi, Mr. Ronald.
how you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Great. Safe for Lagos traffic.
That's good,
Yeah,
though. That's really good.
yeah. I went out today for the first time
Oh, wow.
in 3 months
Wow.
because of my ill health. Anyway,
Yes, yes. So sorry to hear about that.
yep. All right, guys. So we are on. Great. Hi Omar. Hi Samuel. Welcome. Um, let's see who else is here. Um, Hi Michael. Welcome Daniel. Anelechi. Marvelous. Fisayo, thank you guys for coming on the show today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking out your time every day for 1 week now to to honor us with your presence and to allow us share what we know, share our ideas, share our knowledge that we have gathered over time. So today I have with me Bruno Wong.
Yes, sir.
Um, I've I've not personally known Bruno myself for a while. I probably knew him like a week ago. you know, you know, but my partner knows him. My partner Tony Omotosho, he knows him really, really well. And anything Tony tells me is gospel to me. So if he says this person is good, then I know that person is good. Because what I wanted to have this topic on the lineup. So I said, Tony, who is your best affiliate for Expertnaire? Who is like the best person? Because I don't want you to come because people will say, "Oh, because you are his partner, that's why he came." So
True, true, true.
I want somebody else, and he said Bruno. So I said,
Hmm.
"Okay, Bruno, it is." So welcome, Bruno.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ronald.
Yeah. All right. So I will let you. I don't know if you have like your intro already prepared in your presentation.
Yeah.
Other, Otherwise, I will let you just go ahead and introduce yourself. But if it's your presentation, there's no problem. What I'm going to do next is that I'm going to make you the host and
Okay.
then you can take it away. So, guys, please pay attention. Pay attention. Um, Pay attention. Make sure you take notes as always. Make sure that um, you remove all distractions, basically. All right? Remove all distractions. Pay attention. I'm sure Bruno has a lot to offer you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And so, without further ado, let's let him take the stage. All right. All right, Bruno,
All right.
you
All right.
are now the host of this show. So I'm going to shut down my camera and
Okay.
then I'll come in from time to time.
All right.
All right.
All right. Just give me a minute, guys. Let me set this up. I'm trying to share my screen, and I just recently got this MacBook, so I'm not a
Oh,
fan of MacBook. It's always giving me issues when I'm trying to talk to my boss too. I think I found it. Okay, just give me a few minutes. So, can you hear me? Hello.
yeah, Bruno, I can hear you. Don't worry.
All right. All right. All right.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm sure we can see my screen now.
Can everybody see Bruno's screen? Can you guys hear Bruno? Can you see his screen? If you can, please let us know so that Absolutely. So they can hear you, Bruno.
All right. So
They can hear you,
um
they can see you.
okay, that's good. So I mean my name is up there already. So I'll start who is Bruno Wogu? Well, Bruno Wogu is an entrepreneur. I could call myself an entrepreneur, but I'm more known as a data analyst before I ventured into affiliate marketing or digital marketing. Um, so I started out as a data analyst. I am still a data analyst, in fact. I mean, one of my friends called me yesterday and she said, Bruno, why did you leave data analysis, data science? I said, no, I've not left it. Oh. Data analysis is a tool. All right, it's a tool, and once you understand it, then you can use it in other places. And in fact, it's part of what I'm using here, Chef. So I'm a data analyst and a digital marketer. My digital marketing journey just began mid-July, and I'm going to tell you how it started because it's actually really really interesting. So I'm a guy who went from being paid a 40K job. I mean, I'm even repping the gym I was working in. I decided to wear their shirt. So I was paid a 40K job.
Nice.
I was going from my house to Lekki. I mean, I was working 21 days, 3 days, 3 weeks in a month. I get only 1 week off, and I was being paid 40K. I spend about
Whoa.
30K on transport. Yep, I spent about 30K on transport. So how much am I taking home? How much is left to take home? So that's me, and that's what I was doing till COVID hit in April. Yeah, April, just beginning of April. I remember when we had to shut down the gym and we had to go home. So I was at home April, May, June, and within that period, I I had to like ask myself, okay, Bruno, what is it that you can do? This was me at my gym. I worked at the front desk. So if you had come to the gym, I was the guy you're going to meet. So I remember, yes, sorry to digress, and I'll be doing this a whole lot. I remember sitting on this office and I was reading your book, Boss Ronald. I can teach you business.
Oh,
Yes, yes, I read that book, and you said
I will
something in the
teach you
book.
this.
I will teach you business. So you said something in the book that one thing that you can, what somebody can, I'm trying to remember how you put it, but you talked about customer service
Mm-hmm.
and how that having an excellent customer service is very good for business. So I just while I
Yeah.
sat down there, I felt like, okay, that means I'm in the right track, because I interact with people, I relate to people, I mean I meet people who are angry, and it does help me build my people skills, and that's something I'll just say by the side because you many times it's the things we pick up on the way, all right, that helps the journey. There are certain things that we pick up on the way, and it's not like as though we knew those things ahead, but by just in the journey of life, in just being that journey of life, you find out that, okay, I am picking up this thing, I'm picking up this skill, and boom, when you are where you are, you find out that it's those things that actually help. And I mean, how this helped me, I'm also going to let you know. So this is me, 40K, earning 30K transports. I mean, it was so funny that if my mom had to even give me money to be adding, because how would you work? I mean, you're even if you remove food, what is now left? You're literally just walking. You're not getting anything. So um then this happened. This happened
Wow.
within the
From
space
40K
from
to
40K all
this.
from 40K a month to this. This happened within the space of 3 months. And I'm going to tell you how it happened. It's not magic. It's not, I mean, by now you should know it's not a scam. If you still think it's a scam, then you shouldn't even be on this place. You shouldn't be watching
Absolutely.
this video at all. Like, just
Yeah.
shut the video down and just leave, because there's no way you see this and you think it's a scam. Not only that, I was given a car. If you had told me, Bruno, by the end of 2020, no, if you had told me, Bruno, there'll be a pandemic and that pandemic will make you lose your job, I would have said you were nuts. If you had now said that at the end of the pandemic, you'll be a millionaire in Naira with a car that was given to you, I would have said you're crazy, because I mean, how does it want to happen? How does he want to happen? So that was that this is the journey so far. So how did I go from a guy who was earning 30K a month, spending so much heat in, I mean, going through Lagos traffic, you know, going through the stress of, a 9 to 5, and to this? How was I able to do that? Now, I'll tell you the background. So in July, I mean, they had lifted the lockdown a bit. So I was heading to church one faithful Sunday morning. And I tell this story to people who care to listen, because it's very important you understand the why. Why did I go? Why did I venture into this? It's very important you understand the why. So why did I venture into this? So that Sunday morning, while I was going to church, my friend Aki, I think he might be on this watching this. He might not be, but if he is, he can attest to the story. I say it all the time. So I was in a Molue heading to church, and I was pressing my phone, my iPhone 7 on my hand. In fact, that's the iPhone 7 that you see in this picture here. Yeah, this iPhone 7. I was just pressing it, enjoying my life, trying to reply messages. And next thing, I just felt a hand. I just saw a hand. Just it happened like film trick. It happened like what? Film trick. You know, it says something happened like film trick. I just saw a hand grab the phone from my hand and just snatched it, and the bus was moving. Very early in the
Whoa.
morning, I'm telling you, like my phone went before my hand till today. I mean, if I'm sitting by the window, I don't use my phone anymore. Once between five shy Lagos, man. So that happened, and it was like, oh my god, I'm just stepping out of my house. There's a lockdown. Okay, and I didn't tell you during the pandemic. I mean, our salary was slashed from 40K to 20K. So I mean, I was now earning 20K at home, and the best it was even good because I was taking only 10K home when it was not slashed. So now that it was slashed, it was even better for me because I was not going anywhere, and they were paying me 20K. So while I was in that bus, I mean, I was a lot of thoughts were going through my mind. Why did I sit down there? How am I going to do? What am I going to do? A whole lot of stuff was going through my mind. And then this is what birthed this. This is what birthed this. I asked myself, I said, Bruno, what can you do now that can give you money? I said, what can you do now? Like of course you're a data analyst, but it's not as though you have to apply for a job to work for someone. I'm talking about what can you do now? What skill can you do now? The funny thing is that I didn't even know what I could do immediately that could give me money. So I had to think, and I came to the conclusion that, man, I really don't know what I could do. That was the day I found out. That was the day it dawned on me that rich people, wealthy people have two things. All right. These two things are the things that wealthy people do. All right. Do have. Number one is what they offer. They have value that they are giving. And number two is their network, people they know. So I put it like this, all right? What separates you from, what separates you financially is just basically those two things: the value you offer and the people you know. The value you offer and the people you know. Because I tell my students or my group, money is an exchange of value. Money is the byproduct of an exchange of value. If you get money without exchanging value, you've robbed somebody, you've
Absolutely.
defrauded someone. So money is the exchange of value. That means that if you do not have value, now value is relative, because for example, if you know how to fix a phone, all right, and you're in the desert, okay, you know how to fix a phone, you know how to fix any phone in the world, and you're in the desert, that can't really help you, and you're dying of thirst, it can't really help you. So value is relative. So but understand this, that money is the exchange of value. So it will therefore mean that the more valuable you become, all right, the more wealthy you would be. So the value is the cat, the money is the horse. So most people are trying to pursue money, and that's where the problem is. They're trying to pursue money. They're trying to find out how. No, 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 no. Change the direction. Change the focus. Change that mindset. That, oh, I'm trying to pursue money. No, because if you keep doing that, money will always be a step ahead of you. It will always be a step ahead of you. Go after value. So I asked myself, what is it that I can offer people that people want? And therefore, value, therefore, is a product of the information you have, the relevant information that you have. So while this was going through my mind, my roommate messages me and say, "Hey Bruno, how far? Come and try this thing that this girl was talking about." And here's the thing: he had told me about this a few weeks ago before my phone was stolen. But you see, when there's no need for something, you don't. When you are not in a particular place, you don't feel like you need it. So
Exactly.
you don't feel like you need it. That's why there's an adage. It says the speed of a man is determined by two things. It says what a man is pursuing and what is pursuing him.
Mm.
So
You
yes.
know, there's this saying. They say that every morning in the plains of Africa,
Mm-hmm.
the gazelle wakes up knowing that it has to run faster than the slowest lion
Yes.
in order to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And the lion wakes up knowing that he has to run faster than the slowest gazelle in order to eat.
Exactly. Exactly.
So whenever it is morning in the plains of Africa, everybody had better start running.
Everybody at better start running. Everybody at better start running. So like I thank you so much for that, Boshona. So I asked myself, what is it you can do? Then my friend told me about, a friend of ours. So I picked up my phone and I called her Oge Okoluku. So I said, Oge, tell me about what's this business about. She told me about what's up. I said, Then what I just wanted to know, I just wanted, because I mean, I've heard about so many business, this, that. Because once you, just like many people, once you hear business, you're thinking of setting up an office and doing something, going somewhere, carrying product, trying to sell. All these plenty pictures are coming to your mind. And if you're like me, I'm trying to tell you that is not what it's about. All right. That's not what it's about. Just stay with me. All right. So I said, what is it about? She said, man, is this online thing? No. Have you heard of affiliate marketing? And I said, affiliate marketing? No. And this is what I found out by the side. But now, do you know that if you ask 10 out of 8 educated Nigerians, if they know about affiliate marketing, let's not talk about other means of making money online. I
Yeah,
tell you, 8 out of 10 of them don't know.
absolutely. I know that. And that's why, that's why sometimes I wonder how, because I started this internet in 2003. I was a student
Amazing.
in 2003, and the internet was barely, my university was in Abia State,
Mm-hmm.
Umuahia, and
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't even a cyber cafe in Umuahia. We had to go to Aba
Wow.
and do night browsing because you can't be going to Aba every day just because
It's
you want
true
to
now.
browse. So you have
Yeah.
to wait till the weekend on Friday, go to Aba, do overnight browsing, and then come back to Umuahia on Saturdays. It was so novel that everybody told me that I was crazy.
Interesting.
Everybody said I was crazy, right? My dad, my sister, my brothers, everybody said I was crazy. Anyway, now everybody says, "Hey, so what's up? So how's it going? I need this and I need that." So and that's fine. So a lot of times they don't tell you because they don't like you. They're telling
Yeah.
you to save you,
Yes.
right? And that's why it's important to. And I told you guys on Monday when I spoke. That's why it's important to make sure that your belief is strong. That you
Yes.
recognize the potential of what you want to do, and to make sure that your belief is strong.
Yeah. 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 So just I'll come to that belief you said, because that's like majorly should be the theme of this of our seminar is how I made money from how I made money selling simple products. And
Yeah.
the truth is, like I said, beyond that money I made is the belief, is the mindset. See, but Ronald, if there's anything that I would say is my asset, it's not my ability to talk, it's not really my ability to convince people. It's that mindset.
Mm,
You can't beat me.
mm,
You can't bring me down.
mm.
Like I my positive mindset is so infectious that if you are around me long enough, it's either you stop being around me or you become as positive as I am.
Absolutely.
It's so
Absolutely.
infectious. Because I find out, the first thing that happened was because I'm going to show us a demo of how the process works. So the first thing that happened was when I watched that video by Boss Twain, one thing Mr. Twain said after the first day when you register is that you have to tell yourself that you can do this. He said it in that video. And because you know why? Something happens when you encounter something new. All right. At first, you're all hyped up. I'm going to make money, and you start. But because it's new, your mind hits a block.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're not someone who has a will or who has that ability to persevere, or a mindset that is strong, you just feel like, this thing. Your mind starts cooking up excuses. It's stressful.
Exactly.
It's this. I'm not this. But you know what? I remember when I was about to start, and I said, "Can I really do this?" I've watched the video. I've gone through the first training. The moment that thought came to my head, the exact moment that thought came to my head, can I do it? I just spoke out. I said, I can do this. I said, I will do this. I said, I will do it. I will do it. So back to my story. So my friend tells me she had, she makes money from me. And now this is the question I asked her. And because that's what I just wanted to know. I said, okay, forget what you are telling me now. What I want to know is, you, Oge, how much have you made? She said, at that time, she had made 100K. I put my hand on my head. I say 100K. Now, you guys, now, saying 100K is, I'm laughing at myself because 100K is what I make in probably a day. All right.
Yeah.
Probably a day you get, or at most a week. But
absolutely. It's always like that, right?
Yeah.
When I started, all I wanted to ever make in a month was 50,000. And I'll be so happy. And I did it by, I think, month 2. And I was so happy. I wasn't even doing much because I was like, okay, I'm fine here now. Right? And then until something happens and you're like, okay, this is actually not money, right? I have to do more.
Exactly. So imagine someone who was earning 20K a month and they just stole his phone. And when I heard 100K, and here's the best part, she said, I've not even started the business yet. I said, Jesus, you've earned 100K. You've not started the business yet. What am I doing? And so she sent me a video. Funny enough, I didn't even watch the registration video. I just knew that if Oge can do it, I can do it. That's the most important thing. You understand? If you can do it, I can do it. Our parents used to tell us the person that carried first, does he have 2 heads?
Exactly.
So you then say this person that is doing it does not have 2 heads. So that was it. So the video she sent to me was about, affiliate marketing, what we'll call a 72 IG system, 72-hour income generator. So let me first of all explain what affiliate marketing is not. So all the money I've made has simply been from this form of business called affiliate marketing. Now, before I even go into this, I know that words have pictures. And what I'm about to do now is to destroy the definition of marketing that most Nigerians have. Because that is what hinders us a lot. The moment the average Nigerian hears marketing, he shuts down. Oof.
Absolutely.
Why? Because okay, you want to say something?
Because he's like, oh shit, I can't do this.
Exactly.
And in fact, I don't want to sell to people. Okay, let me give you an instance. I was talking to someone. He also owns a real estate company.
Yeah.
And he was like, and for some reason, the conversation veered towards network marketing, and and he was like, that he hears people talk about, oh, I don't want any business that where I will bring 2 people. He said, but that it is silly because that's the misconception. That what people focus on is on the network, not the marketing. When they are supposed to focus on the marketing,
interesting,
and then the marketing will make the network work.
Exactly.
He said, this company, I set it up with money that I made from network marketing. This guy is a billionaire.
Okay.
So my point is, whether it's affiliate marketing, network marketing, all these things work. The question is, how much belief do you have in yourself and in the thing?
Yes, exactly. So when people hear marketing, all right, the picture that runs to their head, I can tell you, if you're online, you can attest to this, is about trying to cajole people to buy something or force people. Or how
Mm,
bankers are on the road and insurance people on the road sweating with suits. That is what comes
yeah,
to their mind when they hear marketing. And that is one of the lowest forms of marketing. That's one of the lowest forms of marketing, because you see, that is not what as long as you have that picture in your mind, as long as you have that picture in your mind, you will never ever do anything well with marketing and making money. And hear this and know this. See, no matter what you know how to do, no matter what you are into, no, it doesn't matter what you are doing. Every one of us is in the business of sales. Every one of us is a marketer. Every single one of us. Sometimes people meet me and say, Bruno, my problem is that I don't know how to sell. I said, I believe you. He said, yeah, so I don't know how to sell. I said, I believe you. And I tell them, you have just convinced me, or you have just sold to me the idea that you don't know how to sell. I say, yes, you just sold to me the idea that you don't know how to sell. So that's a lie, because you know how to sell. You might not be very good at communicating, all right, but it doesn't mean you don't know how to sell. And you must have this mindset that you can learn anything. You can learn anything. You can learn anything. Because if you don't have that mindset, it's going to hinder you everywhere. In your job, in your family, anything you do, you will always have that hindrance to, oh, this is work. I can't do this. I can't do this. But if you realize, oh, I can actually learn this. What is I can learn it? I can learn it. Then that mindset changes your perspective to life. So, what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is different from network marketing. Yes, they both have the same name, marketing, but it's not the same. It's fundamentally different. All right. What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is simply the form of marketing where you um, recommend products to people that know you, people that like you, and people that trust you. You recommend products that people need. Let me rephrase that. So it's the form of marketing where you recommend helpful products to people that know you, people that like you, and people that trust you. So that's what affiliate marketing is. You're simply recommending products. And I gave a very, very simple explanation of this on my Twitter just yesterday. So this was what I tweeted. You could check my timeline. And this was what I tweeted. I said, a friend of mine walks up to me. I was about to, start my email marketing campaign and all that stuff. So I was on Quora, and somebody on Quora said we could, use MailChimp. That's another form. That's affiliate marketing. So the person said, try MailChimp. MailChimp works, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try MailChimp. So I go to MailChimp. And so this guy passes by and says, oh, why are you using MailChimp? All right. And I said, trying to set up this marketing campaign and all that. He says, why you use MailChimp now? Now, before this, all right, the guy actually, the guy actually, I told him about affiliate marketing, and he said, no, he doesn't want to go into affiliate marketing, this, that, and all, plenty excuses. So I said, okay, no problem. So when he saw me using MailChimp, he says, no, um, use Send in Blue, another software you use for email marketing campaigns. And so I said, okay, why? And he goes on to explain why Send in Blue is better. And guess what happened? You guys should guess what I did. Of course, I used Send in Blue. Why? Because somebody recommended it to me. And that's what the guy just did. He just did affiliate marketing. He just, every one of us, I can bet you that 90% of us here have done affiliate marketing, or however, not in a digital sense. What do I mean? If you probably have seen, oh, maybe you bought a particular shoe from someone, or you bought a particular clothes from someone, or you went to a particular restaurant, and then you went there, and the restaurant, the food was very nice, and you're like, man. So next time you wanted to go with your friend, you're like, you know what? Let's try this restaurant out. You love it. or let's try this boutique, or try this product. What you've done is simply affiliate marketing. So if you say, oh, I can't do marketing, but yet you do that, it means that there's a miscommunication, all right? There's a misunderstanding of what truly marketing is, because what you are doing is marketing, and you're not begging anybody, you're not forcing anybody. Do you get me? You're not forcing anybody. You're simply recommending stuff to people that need them. So what affiliate marketing is now, it's very vital I say this, because like everything, people come in with a mindset that, oh, it's a, I want to make money now. All right, I want to make money now. So it's not multi-level marketing. All right, it's not multi-level marketing. It's not a get rich quick scheme. All right, you don't have to open an office or rent a shop space. Nope. You don't even have to create your own product. You don't have to. All right, it doesn't require much startup capital at all. It doesn't. All right, and it's also not for people who are not willing to put in the work. Also, it's not a scam. I've said that before. And I'll explain to you why it cannot be a scam. Because what you're saying, affiliate marketing, is a $12 billion industry. $12 billion industry. It's an industry that is making people wealthy. We're going to come into that. But because most of the time people meet me and they say, oh, is this thing, I'm just afraid. There are so many things in Nigeria, and I don't really blame them. But if you understand the basic principles of business, supply and demand, all right, and how things work, you know that this thing is a business model that is super sustainable and will always exist. It pre-existed the digital age. That's why it's that's why our parents could have one particular person who would who would be their customer for a particular product for years.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? They found someone that worked, and you find out that they'll tell other people. That's why you find out that, 5 people can be selling something on the same market, but yeah, one person is doing very well. Because why? Customers are referring them. Say, hey, come on, this person works. This thing works. Try this thing. That's what we do. That's what we do. So I'm very surprised when people say that, I can't really do marketing. The world, you're not getting it. Number one, if you're a lazy person, just end this call, end this video now. Just end it now. Just end it now and go. If you're a lazy person, if you don't like to put in the work, if you think this is where you just come, put money and fold your hands, and you are in the wrong place. You are what? You are in the wrong place. Just shut down the video and go and do something else. Go and put your money somewhere where they will probably scam you. All right. This is not for lazy people. This is not for people who are not willing to put in the work. All right. And it's not even so demanding that you feel like, oh, I can't do this. Why can't you do it? Why? So let's look at facts about the industry. Like I said, affiliate marketing industry is worth about $12 billion. All right. It accounts for over 15% of the revenue generated in digital marketing. Can you believe that? 15%. And Nigeria, oh my God. I get annoyed now when I see people looking for a job. And they say, I've been looking for a job for 2-3 years. My God.
Exactly. I'm like, 3 years. So you've done nothing for 3 years.
You've done
What is wrong
nothing.
with
you? Jeez. See, you will make money that no employer will be able to pay you. I don't think at my level of skills, all right, anybody will be willing to pay me 1 million naira a month, because that's what I'm averaging. That's what I'm averaging.
Look at that.
And the best part is, I do the same thing that majority of you do. What do? I simply press my phone. In fact, that's one of the things I start telling people, that I can show you how to make money from pressing your phone. I'm simply on the same way you press your phone and you'll be on Twitter, throwing bands, subbing, doing everything. You're scrolling through Instagram. People are making money off you. I'm doing same thing, but I'm making money. It accounts for 15% of the revenue generated in digital marketing. How many comes to Nigeria? How many goes to Nigerians? I'm very sure it's probably not up to $1 billion. I'm very sure it's not up to 1%. These are people who are educated, though. Educated Nigerians. I'm not talking about Nigeria as a whole. I'm talking about those who are educated. That's why, I mean, I've never been a fan of the saying that there are no jobs. That's a big lie. That's a big freaking lie. There are jobs. But beyond jobs, there are things you can do that can make you money. I mean, if you have been on this seminar from Monday till today, and you leave this place and you still don't do something about your financial journey, then, man, see, I really don't know what to tell you. True to God, I don't know what to tell you. Because you've seen different ways by which you can make money. But for every time you see something, an excuse pops up in your head. Why? Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this one is stressful. Oh, this one will take my time. But yet you spend all your time on the internet and it doesn't give you money. And I'm saying, hey, you can spend the same time on the internet and it can give you money, and you're saying that it's too difficult. What is too difficult? What is too difficult? So look at it. Jeff Bezos, yes, I want to say this. Jeff Bezos and many other companies made their first breakthrough in the industry in 1998. 1998.
Incidentally, that was the year I started using the internet.
Coincidentally. So so this thing, so when people are, something people think it's a new form of market. It's not. It's not. Exactly. It's not a new. It's something that has been there. It pre-existed the internet itself. It's just that it's not digitalized. When you say, oh, I know this person that does this thing well, or let's go to this particular hospital, these people here are good. What are you doing? You're recommending services to people who need them.
Mm-hmm.
Affiliate marketing is simply saying that, hey, instead of recommending to one people, why don't you create a system that recommends products that many people need to where they are? Do you get? So you're simply saying that, guys, okay, I see, for example, on the Expertnaire, all right, there are products, very helpful products. For example, you know someone who's trying to lose weight and they're afraid of the gym. Do you know you can actually lose weight by eating? Like, do you know that you can eat your way to a healthy body? You don't have to kill yourself in the gym. Yes. And many of us know people who are overweight there. And what happens? You recommend the product to them. They like it. They see it works. And they tell somebody else about it. What are you doing? For everybody that recommends, that buys that product, you get money. You did not create the product. All you simply did was to recommend it to people who needed them. So how does this work? So basically, the way it works is this simple cycle. All right. You have a, let me see if I can do a demo. Let me see if I can do a demo right now. So the one of the affiliate markets targeted for Nigeria is Expertnaire. All right, I think it's the biggest. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, affiliate network in Africa. If there's any other one, I'm not aware of it that pays Nigerians. I'm not aware of it. This is the one I know. This is the one that works for me. So I'm sure you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can.
All right. So when you become an affiliate with Expertnaire, you have a dashboard that is like this, and this is what you see when you come to your dashboard. All right. So before I go into all this, all right, here is, so you see, these are different products. All right, these are different products that are very helpful to people and they need them. So you come here, you probably look for a particular product that you either have interest in, because interest is very important. You want to market something that you're interested in because the interest in it will help you research. So you come here and then you see, okay, this is a Canada visa guide, or you say, yeah, Canada. People are rushing to Canada. I mean, it's hot right now. Everybody wants to japa, and you know people want to japa. So you come and you see, okay, Canada visa guide. Here is the affiliate link. Now this link is unique to you, all right? It's unique to me now. If I copy this link, all right, I've copied it like this, and I go, I create a page, a post, you know, do some research about it, and then post this link there for people to find out more, all right? When they click on the link, this is what they are going to see. This is what they are going to see, all right? I'm very sure you guys have seen this guy on YouTube a lot. So they're going to see this visa guide, to watch the video. And the moment they click, get the Canada visa guide, all right? The moment they click on it and they go through the payments, all right? The visa guide is, look at this. The Canada visa guide is, if you look at here, you see what is called price. So this is the price of the product, right? All right. And this is the affiliate commission. This is in percentage. So 50% of 20,000 is how much you're getting for everybody that buys that particular product from you, from your link. 50% of that commission is what you're getting. So if somebody comes here and clicks, puts their detail and you know, pay and they check out, you will just come to your dashboard and see that you have made a sale. You get a mail from Expertnaire, you see you successfully made X amount of sales. And this is how much I've made so far in Expertnaire. And all this money I've made it from simply pressing my phone. In fact, some are not even showing here because of some technicalities. But all this money I've made have been simply from pressing my phone. Like, can you imagine? So when someone clicks on that, this, you get paid. As simple as that. And so when does the money come into your account? All right. The money comes, Expertnaire pays every Friday. Every Friday. But when you make a sale, you get paid the following Friday. That is, if, like now, today is Saturday. If I make a sale this coming Friday, or if I make a sale this week, that's between Saturday into Friday, I'm not getting the money the next Friday. I'm getting it the following Friday. Do you get? Basically, think of it like this. The money has to stay in your Expertnaire account for a particular number of days, at least one Friday. So you get paid the following Friday. Does that make sense, guys? Because I believe it does. I believe it does. So how exactly did I make the money? It is through this particular product I'm going to tell you about. And this particular product is the hack of this thing. If you get it and you start implementing it, you are going to be smiling in no short time, or rather in no long time, as people call it. So what product is that? It's like one of the ultimate products on this market, and it is a hot selling product. It is hot. You know why? Because it is packaged. It's, oh my god, it's almost everything that you need. Because, so I mean, when you click on this particular link, you get to watch this, and the moment you pay, all right, you pay it, right now it's 40K, it's going to be 50K in a couple of days, in 3 days time. So you watch this video explains what the product is about, what it does, what you're going to get. Now let me tell you some of the things you're going to be getting. Now, just like I told you what affiliate marketing is that you're supposed to recommend products to people who need them, who want them, all right? helpful products. Now, the question now will be in anybody's mind will be, how will I find these people? Because it works like it's cost per action. That is, for every action, you get money for every action that is made on the course, right? So how do I get people to actually buy? That is what this course is going to teach you. See, look at this header. If you lock me up in a hut for 7 days and all I have is a laptop, internet, and ATM card, this is exactly what I will do to start making at least 750K in months, even if the economy went to the dogs. Now, let me tell you the truth. Mr. Tony lied. Should I tell you why he lied? Because the money here that you can make, this 750K is too small. If we are being real, if we are keeping it real, 750K is too small. It's too small. Sometimes, I mean, somebody was shouting me up today. See, all this money you are calling is looking like film chick. See, it's not. I mean, it's going to sound big to some people, but digital marketers who have been in the business for a long time will know that it's Mr. Tony. What Mr. Tony did here, he brought it down for, because I'm very sure if he told you how you can make at least 1 million a month, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. You think that nah. Because I mean that amount is too big for your mind. And so I mean he put 750K, but the truth is 750K is actually so small. If you implement everything that is here, you will not be making anything lesser than this amount. You should not be making anything lesser than this amount. And you know the best part, I've not even implemented everything that's here. I've not. Because I mean, once you pay, you get access to a course, a 12-day course. And that 12-day course is everything you need to sell. Now, but Ronald, do you know how interesting this is? It's such that there are people who were already into affiliate marketing, all right? So they were into JVZoo and all that. But the strategy they were using there was very, 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 I mean, I've not done it before, so I can't even go into the details of what it's about. So one of the things one guy told me was that, man, that he watched this video and that what this video was, proposing to show was mind-blowing, because one of the things they do there is I can't really remember, but it's not as strategic as this one. And the guy, when he found out the price, was like, this thing can be going for 40K. So people who know the worth know that this thing is actually at a giveaway price. So because one of the things they'll do, I think they'll find a way to. I can't remember the exact word because I wasn't paying attention. But basically, they'll sell to them a particular number of traffic, and the leads are very, very important. It's what they call leads, all right? All these things you learn it when you are in the course. So the leads are very, very poor. But you see, what Mr. Tony does here is he teaches you how to sell the product where the people are. What do I mean by that? On Facebook, at least, all right, Facebook has, last statistic that Facebook gave, that Nigerians have about 21 million, there are about 21 million Nigerians on Facebook. 21 million Nigerians on Facebook. Instagram has about 18 million active users, Nigerians. 18 million. You don't need 1/10 of that to make money. You don't even need 100th of that. All the money I've made, all the money I've made has not been up to recommending products to about 200 people. So imagine out of 21 million Nigerians, Bostoyi is teaching you how to sell to people on this market: Facebook, Instagram, and email marketing. These are the 3 core things you'll be learning, coupled with copywriting, and one other one. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. Yes, and WhatsApp marketing. Oh my God, I'm going to come to WhatsApp marketing. I'm going to come to WhatsApp marketing. I'm going to come to WhatsApp marketing. So these are all the things you learn. And you remember at the beginning of this, and I said something that money follows value. Money follows value. People come in and they'll say, oh yes, I want to make money. Yes, you will make money. But if you don't learn what he's teaching, trust me, you're still not wiser. Because I mean, Mr. Twain shared a testimonial. A lady went through this 72 IG course, all right, and she didn't make any money from selling the products here. Do you know what she did? She went to her friend's business, all right, and she used the strategies in this business, in this course, and helped her friend to make over 2.5 million naira worth of sales.
Ah,
Yes.
ah. Now that's
So
clever.
that is clever. I mean, I was telling someone that listening, people don't know, people don't understand. In a way, and Mr. Ronald, I've noticed this thing about Africans, especially Nigerians. We are slow to adapt something, but once we catch it, we will abuse it.
Exactly.
When the internet came, people were slow to it. When what do you call it? Bitcoin came. I mean, I was on the call with Mr. Chris when you were talking with him, and man, when he spoke, I remember when I bought Bitcoin. My friend told me buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I think I bought it when it was about, is it $1,000? Yes, it just entered $1,000. I bought this 5K to buy it. I didn't know exactly what I was buying there, and I sold it for about 4,000 naira. My Bitcoin and the 5K worth, I sold it for 4,000 naira. I mean, till today, you still tell people, I'm telling you, it was crazy. So now when I see
Now,
Bitcoin, now
now it's increased over 1,000%.
it 1,000%.
So your 5K could have been around 5 million now.
I'm telling you.
My goodness.
By the time you factor in Nigeria's inflation, all right, dollar rise, it will probably be more. So, so why? Because people were slow to it, and that's why I look at like Christiani. He entered in immediately. Then,
Mm-hmm.
do you understand? Because people over out there were already using it to transact. So it was already a form of money. But information. I mean, I think we have an information problem in Nigeria, even though we have access to internet. We have information
Yeah.
problem because it amazes me that some of these things you still don't know. Somebody will say, this thing is scam. How is it a scam? Like, don't you know how scams work? Do you understand how this works? If you understand it, you'll be saying that. So I believe it's not. I believe the problem is that they don't understand it, and that's why you're having this seminar. Because as if you do not understand, then you will not be able to buy.
Exactly.
You will not be able to buy. So many people are not in Bitcoin because they don't really understand it. So what's stopping them from understanding it? Information. Get the information. Get the information. Don't be lazy. Get the information and get in on time. You're still very early. So look at affiliate marketing now. Since we are talking about affiliate marketing, like I told Barcelona that when we started, that see, 8 out of 10 people don't even know what affiliate marketing is. To show you how surprising it is, I talked to, because I wanted to promote this seminar on Instagram. I talked to a particular Instagram ad person, and he said that they can't promote it, that it's multi-level market. I said, you don't know the difference between multi-level marketing and affiliate marketing.
Even from what they say, the multi-level marketing is silly.
It's still silly.
It is still silly to say you are not going to promote it, because multi-level marketing is a way of distributing product, physical product.
Exactly. So the truth is that I think people do that a lot, all right, and it's propagated by lazy people. And I also think maybe it's strategic because they are trying to, because if everybody gets into it, it becomes abuse. So they might push this narrative to stop you guys from coming in, because
For coming in, yeah.
you get, so because the more of you that are in, the less market share that we may have. You get, so they are pushing that narrative to slow you down, to stop you from coming. But if you're wise, you know that, see, this is where the money is. People make, I mean, outside the country, in economies like the US, people make as much as $75,000 a month from what you are watching, from this thing that Mr. Tony explains here, this thing. And what he even does here is sometimes even better than what you're getting there. Because what you have is content.
I actually know a guy that does $1 million a month promoting affiliate product.
Do you get? Like, see, $1 million is not $1 million naira. I've made $1 million naira. $1 million is not $1 million naira, in case you don't know.
It's 500 million.
500 million as of today. Oh God. Oh God. So when we say these things, when we are talking these things, people think, oh, but the reason is because you don't understand it. If you understand it, You won't be saying what you're saying. If you understand it, you will have actually purchased the product now. You would have. So, like I was saying, so at Barcelona, I found out that we are slow to adapt things. But I told somebody, and I'm telling you guys, mark my words. All right, I'm not a prophet. I'm not. I mean, I'm not prophesying, but I'm just telling you that I've seen the way the Nigerian market works when it comes to things like this. It's going to explode. Affiliate marketing is going to explode on the internet, such that some of you that are saying that are probably going to refuse not to do it, you will hear somebody tell you about this product. And you will say, are you serious? And I get that a lot. Do you know, Pastor, I get that a lot. In fact, I'm going to say this. A friend of mine whom I respect so much, Pastor Chimdi, I respect him so much. When I started this and I was making money, I messaged him. I said, because he's someone who is very internet savvy. Like when it comes to making money on the internet, this guy knows about it. So I asked him that how far, that this thing that has he heard of Expertnaire and Tony Motor Show was like, yeah, but he even gets his emails from it. He said, how far that? What does he think about it? He said, nah, that he does not really know and all that. I told him that, bro, I've made close to 500,000 from this thing. He said, what? Is he legit? I almost fell down from my chair.
This is a guy that is supposed to know.
This is someone that he said that he always thought that is this thing, and I'm like, and at that moment I thanked God that I didn't ask him first, because if I had asked him, he would have discouraged me. Not because he wanted to, but because he cared for me.
No, of course,
obviously. Because if somebody is an authority in the field and says, man, I'm not sure this thing works. So it doesn't matter if you are so enthusiastic.
Yeah.
It just
and that's why when people ask me questions about certain things, I don't give them an answer. I try to find out why they're asking. Because I don't want to say something and that person will say, oh, because Ronald said it, then it must be true.
True. Very true.
Or because Ronald said it, I will not do it anymore. But because Ronald said it, it's funny how because you trust someone. I was telling someone yesterday, I was like, you've got to be careful whose opinions you have accepted as yours.
Yes, true.
You have to be careful which opinions you have that are not yours, that you have accepted as originating from you. Because a lot of times we internalize other people's opinions and ideas and believe at some point, we believe that it was actually our original opinions and ideas. Meanwhile, it was somebody else's.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me a couple of, and this is not to distract from this stuff because it's related anyway. Because I talked about network marketing earlier. I did an article that has gotten over 1 million views, right? Because I've tracked it over the years. I wrote that article in 2013 or 2014 or so, and I said, like, I went in, I blasted this industry. I said everything. Like, this thing went viral on Twitter that year. It was everywhere. I said why network marketing is bullshit and blah 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 blah. And then this network marketing, we run a we run a digital marketing firm. So these guys come, they're a network marketing company. They just launched in Nigeria. So they were looking for a firm that will help them get awareness. So they come to us and they were like, that the reason why they're actually here was because somebody insisted that they come. That they saw my and that they're not comfortable giving us the account. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, and the guy, that was I'm talking about the CEO of this company worldwide.
Wow.
And he said, look, let me explain this thing. And he said, look, this is a system for selling products so that the company doesn't spend money on advertising. So we incentivize other people to sell our products to other people, and then we give them a cut of the proceeds that we get from selling the products. And then we further incentivize them by maybe giving them bonuses and all of that, depending on how well they perform. It is a distribution system. It is nothing else other than a distribution system.
True.
I was like, that's actually, I just started thinking about it.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a minute, that's actually true. This thing is actually a distribution system. It's just a system for marketing products, right? But of course, some of the practitioners are as it is with everything, right?
And that's the problem.
They come in and then they say all sorts of nonsense, all sorts of false promises to people, and then rip them off. So it creates this negativity, which is also part of the negativity that internet marketing has in Nigeria, even affiliate market, even information marketing, right? If I count the number of times I've been called a scammer on the internet, I would buy out of Banana Island. But I don't care.
Of course.
Right? I really don't. I don't care. I have a philosophy in life. If I bring you something, you either believe it or you don't. I'm not going to beg you to believe it. It is up to you, because I know what I'm bringing you. I know what it is, and I know I'm not going to bring you something that I know is bad. I know I'm not going to scam you, right? I know I'm not going to cheat you, ever. So if I bring you something and say, look, this is good, you either do it or you don't. It's not. It's not. It's up to you. I'm doing you a favor, more or less.
I'm telling you.
Right? I'm doing you a favor, more or less. So it's the same thing with affiliate marketing, right? People say things about it that is they're just basically just vomiting out the same things that other people have told them that they believe is their opinion. Basically, that's it.
So that's it. I mean, and I thank God that, like, at that moment I just thank God, like, he's my friend and I love him, he even knows I love him. So I thank God that at that moment I didn't take that opinion. You understand?
Absolutely.
In fact, it was a good thing that I didn't ask him. All right. It was a very good thing I didn't ask him at that moment, because that would have just been disastrous for me. Imagine how a simple opinion from him would have made me lose over 4 million naira.
There you go.
So it's very important, like Bosoyan said, the people you listen to and those whom you take as, whose opinion you take. Sometimes, and please know this, most of the time they are not telling you because of they hate you or something. Right?
A lot of times it's not because they hate you. A lot of times they are trying to save you from making a mistake.
Yes, exactly. So I don't feel bad about that. It's love that's causing that, you get. But you should always know that sometimes it's love that hinders that. You have to take that step. Yeah, especially when you've seen that, oh, this is what it's about. All right. So back to what we've been talking. So when you register for the product, all right, this is what you would so this is what you will get to see. Let me share the screen. So this is what you get to see. All right. This is what your training materials are. It is freaking rich. You start with this, like, you need to watch this video. Here's I'm even explain something that I've had to watch this video over and over and over again. And this is how it is tailored. This is what your materials are. You get, I said I'll come to WhatsApp sales blueprint, right? Yes. You see this place here. Guys, you see this place here, see this WhatsApp sales blueprint. You will get the material free of charge. This material is what I read. Boss Ronald, do you know that as of now, what blows people's mind is that, do you know that I've not run one single advert? I have not run a single advert. What have I done? I've simply used this WhatsApp sales blueprint to show you that it's not an accident. All right, the person who came second. All right, I mean I beat the guy to the price. The guy who came second, Pascal. That guy is a crazy guy, man. That guy did 1 million naira in a day.
Whoa.
Ah man,
Whoa.
he did
Nah.
1 million naira in a day. I was the 1 million I was making in a month. Baba did it in one day. Oh my god, it was crazy. And I asked him now, what strategy does he use? It is this thing, this WhatsApp sales blueprint, and you are going to get it for free. I tell people, all right, in my what support group, and I'm going to come to that shortly. My support group, when you come in, you see day one, this day two, and this day three, eh? Eat it, eat it. If you eat it and digest it, eh, you will start making money. You don't you me you most in fact, I and Pascal, when we met as the last time we met, when we were at the place to collect the car, I asked him how far has he gone with the course. Do you know what he told me? Which was the same thing with me. He said he has not even gone past day 5. So he said he has not even gone past this day 5. I was like, whoa, are you serious? Me too. Because me, my point, the kind of person I am, which has helped me is that if you tell me something works, I'm going to test it. So I was not waiting to finish the whole course before I start making
Yeah.
money.
To
The
get
moment I
started.
just saw, the moment I just saw that, okay, this is what he said I should do. The moment I read these two materials here, these two materials here, where is it? Here, this one, how to get your first 2 to 5 sales without spending money on adverts and WhatsApp sales. I combined the knowledge from this thing, the information here, and that's what has made me 4 million naira to today, without running a single advert. I told one guy who came to meet me, the guy gave me a proposal. He said whatever what he wants to show me can make us 5 million naira before December. I was like, oh cool, let me hear what you have to say. When he asked me, he said, oh, have you built your email list and all that? I said, no, I've not built an email list and everything. He said, how do you do it?